Hello everyone and welcome to the HELS show. Yeah. Is everybody coping in this done out year? Can you believe we're still in 2020? This year has felt like 20 years in one. Like, what are we doing? But a lot has been happening, like in this specific month. November, yeah, I know where Scorpios stand up, like we're very chaotic, and a lot of chaotic events have been going on in this month. So some of you may know or may not know about the civil war which is currently happening in the Horn of Africa, Ethiopia. So Ethiopia is the second most populated country in Africa, home to the African Union, home to some of the fastest runners in the world, home to coffee. It's literally a hub. Ethiopia is, for me, in my opinion, the hub of Africa. And it's sad to see that the country is in civil war. Honestly, like the peace was in 2018. We thought things were going up, but they're just going down. So the root of this issue escalated when Tigray held its annual election, and obviously the federal government in Addis Ababa, or Abiy's government, wasn't happy with it. So then that escalated into the brink of a civil war. So they're currently warring right now. It began on November the 3rd, and there are thousands of Tigrayan refugees or anyone in Tigray leaving Tigray because obviously they don't want to die. They're fleeing to Sudan. Sudan has been the home of many refugees from the Horn of Africa, including my parents who fled from the Eritrean and Ethiopian war in the first ever war that happened. So big up to Sudan, for welcoming the refugees, keeping them safe during this time. Although the fact that they are leaving their comfortable homes is still a sad thing. Now, what I don't like about this is that it's the people that are going to reap the consequences of, the decisions of the leaders and, the miscommunications and all the things that happen between the leaders. It's the people that get hurt at the end of the day. And I've been alive to see one war. Obviously, I was a baby when it happened, but I saw like the social impact it caused between Ethiopians and Eritreans. And it's not nice that this kind of stuff has to pass down to generations. Like, we wanted this kind of stuff to be history, something that has gone and we just remember, but it's happening again. So it's honestly, I don't know what to say. Because I thought things were just getting better, but no, they seem to be getting worse. And like I said, Ethiopia is the hub of Africa. So if Ethiopia goes down, it is taking all the countries around it down too. So peace in Ethiopia is extremely vital for the progress of neighboring countries in the Horn of Africa as well. So yeah, like I said, there are thousands of Tigrayan refugees fleeing to Sudan. I'm going to include links of how you can donate to them, for them to get, basic necessities, sanitation, water, etc. So I will be leaving links down below in which you can check out for you to educate yourself and so on. There are publications talking about this right now, but I feel like it's a bit too late. It's when, obviously, this started when the elections were going on, so everyone's eyes were there. The irony. It's important to still continue talking about it because it could get worse. And I feel like solidarity, awareness, all these kind of things, whether you have a platform or not, it's good to be aware. It's good to tell people that don't know about it because lives are being lost. Sending my prayers to everyone that has been or has family or loved ones that is being currently affected by this crisis. Moving on to Europe, the UK, London, the streets. I'm not gonna lie, this past 2 weeks here, there's been so much madness happening. Shade Borough and UK Gossip TV, all of these UK platforms have been doing the most, yeah? Been like, the updates, I can't keep up, oh my god. So rapper Dutchavelli, aka Steph London's little brother, has been caught in a little scandal. So my guy has been having a little fling with a 14-year-old, and he's what, in his late 20s or something, 28, I don't know how old he is, yeah. So obviously there's been screenshots of him grooming a 14-year-old girl, which I am against. Okay, before we get into it, I know I'm like, the reason why I looked a bit hyped right now, because it's mad the way things are just happening in the UK. Last week Notes got caught cheating or whatever. It's mad. You UK rappers, you're cancelled, alright? So a screenshot of him talking to a 14-year-old female has gone around, and obviously the reaction's been peak. Rappers such as C-Biz have gone at him, and basically everyone's in Dubai, by the way. I don't know why everyone's in Dubai, and everyone's making Dubai look like it's nothing just because everyone's there. Listen, no, Dubai is something, okay? Anyways, moving on. So Dutchavelli posted a snap of himself in Dubai telling people to stop talking about him, like, oh, get my name out your mouth, rah, rah, rah. And he did reference something saying how there, like, I'm gonna make there be another industry loss, or someone in the industry again's gonna die, around those lines. And basically I didn't know that his manager had passed away during the summer, and his manager's son put out a snap saying, a story on Instagram saying, oh, calling him a nonce, pedophile, rah, 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 all these terms and stuff like that. And then that caused a lot of havoc, because obviously him being his manager's son, that is kind of a reliable source, because he knows Wagwan. And apparently the girl that Dutchavelli was grooming is the daughter of his manager's friend. To be honest, it's Steph London, come and collect your brother. Do you understand? He hasn't even been in the industry for a year, yeah? And he's about to get cancelled. I do not condone any forms of paedophilia. And it's sad that there's some people actually backing him, saying, oh, you man are trying to ruin his career, you gal are trying to... My friend, paedophilia and cheating, gerara here, okay? There is no... I don't tolerate these things, and neither should any of you. Because it's like, remember what happened not too long ago, where that 26-year-old Bre tried to abduct that schoolgirl. What is the difference? Do you understand? It's like him grooming a 14-year-old girl. The 14-year-old girl is vulnerable. She doesn't know anything. She's probably like, oh my god, a rapper's noticed me. No. There's people out here who have daughters. Yeah, and what C-Biz reference was actually true. He has a daughter. And the fact that Dutchavelli is still going at it and saying, oh, you man, listen, Dutch, you're cancelled. You're done. I'm sorry. Go and drink Lemsip with your croaky throat. And the fact that Steph is actually trying to back her brother. So Shade Barra actually posted a conversation she had with someone, I can't remember, but she's still trying to back it. I'm sorry, Steph, you have a daughter. Do better. So the Supreme Court is considering whether Shamima Bigum can return to the UK, where she can challenge the deprivation of her British citizenship. You having a laugh, mate? Here's the thing, right? Shamima Bigum was groomed or radicalized at 15 years old, which then led her and the two other girls to go to Syria and join ISIS, yeah? I want to put myself in her shoes. At 15, I listen, at 15 years old, you have common sense, okay? You know what's good, you know what's bad. And obviously, Muslims are minorities. So they have been oppressed by, you know, war, being bullied, all that kind of stuff. So she probably kind of like took her anger, like all the stuff she's experienced or whatever. I don't know what she went through. She might have been like, yeah, so this place, this ISIS territory, Muslims are, you know, superior. Muslims have this, Muslims have that. So it might have been one of those kind of things. And the thing is, yeah, like in this case, I'm sorry, Shamima, no, you're not coming back, fam. The interview that she even did in the camp, the girl had no remorse at all. It's like they were asking her, how do you feel about the bomb that happened and she was just like, yeah, but this happened, yeah, like she didn't care. It's not fair for her to return to the UK, because you're then creating another issue. So obviously, you know, society is society. Muslims are not, you know, accepted fully. Do you understand? You might not see it every day, but it's sad, you know, when you look at someone that's wearing a hijab, depending on what kind of person you are, you're going to have some sort of preconceived misconception about them. Terrorist, this, that, so imagine if Shamima Bigum is allowed to come back to the UK, yeah, and because of that one thing, yeah, all these poor other innocent Muslim females that wear their hijab are going to be categorized as terrorists. They're going to be like, oh, we've got terrorists in this country, you must be one as well. You need to think about these kind of things, because one person doesn't represent a whole people. Just like ISIS is not a representation of Islam, you know, the flipping KKK aren't a representation of Christianity. But unfortunately, there are a lot of stupid people out there that are going to think that just because they see a next gal wearing a hijab, she's a terrorist as well. These kind of things, these social issues, the social impact is what creates the biggest problem. In regards to her coming to the UK, I think her citizenship should be revoked. Because there was one case where this girl actually got deported to Grenada, I think. She was part of this honey trap thing where she set up her man and he got killed and she got deported. And that's nothing to do with terrorism. She just got one man licked down and she ain't come back to the UK. So for someone that is responsible, and I will say responsible because you condoned there being bombings and innocent lives being lost. Now I know lives were lost in Syria as well, but for you to be there, to be at the base and be like, yes, I agree with this. No, it's not right. Supreme Court, do better, please. Congratulations are in order for this year's Mobo nominees. Do you know what? I'm so happy that they finally have a media award. Has that always been a thing or is it a new thing? But anyways, the nominees for the media awards, media personality awards are absolutely lit. It's a strong one. You know, you've got people like Chunks, Young Philly, ZZ Mills, Harry Panero, Munya Chihuahua, and a couple more. Well done to all of you. I don't know who's going to win because all of them are sick. I'm not going to lie. The UK has so much talent, and I feel like the UK industry needs to understand that you don't need to conform to American, Hollywood, loving all of this American glitzy glam. You don't need to conform to that, okay? They want to be like us now. And in terms of the music categories, there were some rappers which weren't happy. For example, Unknown T wasn't happy that he got nominated, that he didn't get nominated. He must have put out a tweet saying, I guess my music isn't that good after all. Meeks from Manchester wasn't happy that he got nominated. DGT wasn't happy. DTG, sorry, I forgot. DTG, if I'm saying your name wrong, I'm so sorry. But he wasn't happy that his song didn't get nominated. Rover was actually a big song. But I feel like people need to understand that these nominations aren't just for numbers, okay? It is, but at the same time, your social media presence really matters too. And that's one thing that really gives me the ick. I feel like talent and popularity are kind of like intertwined too much. You can be talented and you can have popularity. There's two completely different things. There's so much talent out there that doesn't get recognized, but I feel like these artists shouldn't be put down if they haven't been nominated. Maybe it wasn't their year. You never know, you might win one next year. So I feel like it's important for people to understand, like, look, you know, you might be doing numbers, you might be doing this, but you didn't match this year's criteria. So guys, that brings it to an end today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you comment down below and let me know your thoughts on the topics I spoke about today. Did you agree? Did you disagree? I do not care. But yes, thank you for watching and I'll see you on the other side. Au revoir, monsieur.